So they have a set of standards that
Yes,
they would have to
it's
meet.
like this thick, yeah.
And the really nice thing about that is, if we crafted an ordinance that said, we want you to create a design that's energy efficient, or, you know, lends yourself to green development, that ordinance would probably be stricken down as not being specific enough to tell the applicant what he has to do. But when you tie it to an objective standard, like the one described by Amy, that will pass muster with the court as being objective. They know what that standard is. They can go to that, you know, federal department and get that standard, and they know what they have to do. So that's a good idea.
So yeah, so for green design, we could do that, craft that into the ordinance.
I would say this is a good start, but we really, really need to pay attention to this ordinance. We know trucks, but we don't know shopping centers yet.
Well, you know what I did, and I'll be honest with you, when I drafted the ordinance, I thought of shopping centers that I liked. And I tried to write those things into it. You know, the things that made sense and things that didn't, so.
That's what I've been thinking about between Christiana and White Marsh, Maryland, and the ones I like, the Vermont McDonald's that you can't tell they're McDonald's,
Right.
and that kind of thing. Yeah.
That's the simplest way to come up with something that the board is comfortable and fits for the township.
Anybody have any other ideas?
I'm not read off the top of my head, I think we ought to all go home and read this whole thing thoroughly and come back.
I agree.
I mean, it's one day we get it handed to us.
Right.
I think that we'll take some time to look at it, look at
Okay.
that, what he suggests we have and go forward. We have time.
Right. Anybody?
Nobody on the horizon?
I don't have to read it over.
Anybody have anything else?
I think if we're going to give somebody something for doing something, you ought to really think that over, because we don't have very good track record with policing anything. So once we give somebody something, we don't have any way of assuring that they're going to maintain it. A lot of the things we set down here doesn't get enforced, but it's not policed by the other agencies in the township. So we got to think about that too before we give
Well, I
away the
think-
farm.
I think the other agencies involved would have to step up or whatever.
I know, but you know the deal. They go.
It wouldn't be a bad idea to give it to our chief, let him read it over. If he has any comments, pencil them in.
Well, I think every department in the town should look at this and come back with comments. In fact, that's probably not a bad idea, is to send it out to all the department heads and then filter it out and let them come back with comments.
I have a question.
Yeah.
How about if we have Amy do the changes we discussed tonight, and then we'll redistribute that to the board, but in the interim, we'll send this version to all the department heads. I don't think the changes we've talked about tonight will affect fire or police,
No.
et cetera, so we can get them working on it too.
Well, it might be beneficial to send it to fire and police to have their input early on, because they're gonna wanna look at how they access buildings, you know, what they need from their end. And the police also, what they may need, so it might, it's a piece of paper, it's not gonna hurt us to send a few more copies out, I don't think. We might get some benefit of comment back from somebody. Yes.
Amy, how many of these ordinances have you written? Have any gone to, been built or gone to fruition?
Oh, well, to be honest, this was my first that I drafted. With Dave Roberts, you know, oversight, I've never seen one that I wrote built.
Okay, so you don't have a whole lot of experience in what we see here.
But Dave Roberts does, who definitely does have the final say on this.
You know, we were in conference with Dave on this whole thing, and then Dave has sort of been the lead on it
Right.
every year.
Mhm.
And along with Joan, he took, I think, what Joan had first and then tweaked it. And then she's gonna tweak his, and what should be, and we're gonna come
And
back
then the
here.
board will tweak.
Then the board will tweak
And
what she
then the
did.
fire chief and the police chief.
Then we'll all come back with something, hopefully a real good shopping center plan.
Will you send copies of that out in a letter and
Yes,
just
sir.
ask them to send their comments back to,
What date?
yeah, let's put a date on it.
Nick, If I might, why don't we just have a date on when we want them all back, collect them all one time, and then send them to Amy, is it?
Yeah.
Not sure, not sure the Palmer, but CMX now,
You want this,
all one time.
30 days or 20 days?
20 days should be enough. Jim, when you go on vacation again?
Not again until next year.
I hope you enjoy it.
It's good, Italy.
Yeah, sure. you can.
Actually, can we shorten that up any? I mean,
You want 15?
15, yeah, 20 days.
10, 15, if somebody reads, how many pages?
It's not
Read
that
this,
much.
and you send it, comments, how about 10?
Put an animal regulation in here too, Amy.
It'd be nice to maybe try and finalize it by the next meeting. Because I know the developers.
That's a good idea.
Amy,
Mhm.
put an animal regulation in here, a dog park or something like that. Seriously.
I thought, for a minute, I thought you were gonna sneak in that big animal ordinance.
Small animal. Sneak that in there.
Still fighting his face.
Anyone on board have anything else?
Under old business?
On your own business? Under new business?
Yes.
Okay.
Under new business, one of these retention, detention ponds we have. Now, the one that comes to mind is, of course, in the States. It had a low spot in it that's made out of earth and grass. If we get a lot of rain, it super saturates that. And if we get a 100-year storm that decides to spill over that and erodes it down, we're gonna get more water than we were originally planning to get. So what I would like to see is the same elevation all the way around the detention pond or retention pond, and possibly a double A basin, something on that water with a pipe, so the water will go in there and go out a pipe and not go over the top of the earth.
I think we can add that to, I think we can change the ordinance about violating the RSI standards. Generally, we'll have to deal with the conservation district, but what Joe is suggesting is a good idea, really, to basically keep the control of stormwater, to have a pipe discharge as opposed to a spillway. A lot of developers and engineers are trying to use these wet ponds and just have the stuff overflow because that's what RSI says they can do. But I think we can build